retard, retard, retard.
Good evening. I hope you're all doing good. Welcome back to another stream. And I was hoping to have a couple of things already set up, but Microsoft memed me. It's telling me that Zagreb airport is a water airport, which last time I was there, I can definitely say it's not. So reinstalled Zagreb. We'll have a look if that fixed the issue. I remember that Servusa posted something in my Discord a couple of days ago with the same issue in Bologna. I don't know what he did to get it fixed, or if he's got it fixed or not. Gift spec shalom. So big hello to Lee. Yoda, lekker. Fly Little, hello to you as well. Eagle Motion, hello to you. Hope you're all doing good. Mark, hello.
Hello.
Hey, Freda, moin. And Arco, hello. Danny, hello. Mike, hello. Bell, hello to you. And MPR, how do you pronounce that? Welcome. Kitman, hey, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well, Kitman. Long time no see. Well, long time is a bit over-exaggerated, but how are you doing? So, let's keep fingers crossed, and thankfully, that actually worked. So we do have a normal airport now. Very happy to say. So let's go and join. Hey, Brennelt, welcome to you as well. How you doing? And Matty, the pilot, hello to you. Right, so, actually I haven't changed, hold on. I haven't changed Nightbot yet for today. Hold on. I need to quickly do that while we wait for the load. Anybody joining? Anybody joining the flights? So let me just see here. Commands. Alrighty, so let's start everything up. Live weather at least. Yep. So there we go. That's a beautiful airport. And spoiler, I'm going to fly here this week in real life. I actually got a line check here, so actually not a bad idea to actually have a look at the airport. So today. So there we go. That's what we're doing today. Zagreb to Podgorica.
Could new subscribers
What's a line
make
check?
their way to the first class cabin?
Tell you all about it in a second.
Drinks, snacks, and premium
Let me just wait for the announcement here.
will be served. Thank you.
Twitch Toddler. Enjoying your streams as always. Thanks for the free type rating courses.
FlightSim, thanks so much for the kind of words. Thanks for your support. Love it. Thank you much. Right, so a line check is a check flight. So you have a normal crew complement. You have a first officer, captain, cabin crew, and then on top of that you have a instructor captain who is sitting on the observer seat. So he's sitting... Oh, hang on. One thing to do here. So he's sitting... What? Huh? You can open that door? What? Seriously? When did they implement that? Now don't tell me that was in right from the start. You've got to be kidding me. You can actually... You can? It's always been there? Nah. Nah, you... No, you're pulling my leg. Okay. Alright, cool. You see, you always learn something new. Right, so, okay guys, I trust you. If you guys say it's been there right from the start, then I trust you. Yeah, so the Czech captain takes this seat, the jump seat. Where's the click spot for the... That's the door, there we go. So he takes this seat and he overwatches everything that you do. So it's a check flight to make sure
the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience.
that you're doing everything according to SOP procedure.
To the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Kipman is joining as well.
Always
Fantastic.
Grateful for your stream, knowledge and advice. Thanks for sharing Fifi with us. Carl.
Thank you so much as well to UK Barry Cooper. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support. 11 months here. I hope you're doing well. All right, you guys. So let me see if I can get the overlay working. Yeah, so line check is like a normal check flight to make sure that you know your procedures. And funnily enough, normally on these check flights, there's always something happening. So sometimes I have a feeling that they're actually hiring actors to come in and make your life harder. Because I'm not joking, the things I've had during oh, it's working now. During line checks, it's just stupid. It's just, I don't know, you can't make it up. So I'm sure they have actors that come in and you know, try to make your check flight more interesting. Paid actors. So let me do one more thing here. Today, there we go. Right, so that's all done. Hey Alpha, how you doing? No, so it's going to be the first officer being checked and me being checked. So the important thing is that you have a normal crew complement. And at the moment, obviously, since there is a lot of things happening with procedure changes, you know, we have new briefing formats, the new checklists, etc. So it's actually a good thing that they come in and do some, you know, check. You shouldn't see it as much as a, you know, as a extremely strict, you know, happening. It's there
Welcome aboard
to
the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience.
to just make sure
Could new
that there's no
subscribers please make their
deficiencies
way to
and
the
you know,
first-class
you're on
cabin,
top.
where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
That you're on top with all the regulations and with your knowledge. Freda 1910 coming in with Twitch Prime. Welcome. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for joining the community. Freda, I hope you're doing good. So we are called Croatia 9365. Who's made that call sign, for crying out loud? Right, let's go on VATSIM, and there we have already some aircraft coming in. Nice. That could be Kipman. So questions. Arco, did you check out the new payware scenery for Pristina? Really good in my opinion. Good to see the Balkans getting some more attention. Yes, I agree. It's a good thing that these areas do get more attention. I've not checked it yet because today we're flying to Podgorica, and there we have a lovely circling approach. We'll talk about that in a minute. And the second flight is going to be to Florence. So really looking forward to today. Some challenging approaches. Danny says it's a check whether you check if black box can walk in a straight line. I hope so. I hope that, if that's the only criterion, then I think I should be passing that. Hey, Freda, that's really cool. Thank you so much. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, so I'm still mainly doing everything on YouTube, and actually, as we speak, guys, I'm going to put a video live that I've just made. It's about, yeah, crosswind landings. So for you guys, you watch my streams, so you know all about crosswind landings. But I decided to make another video, and let's put that live now. There we go. Right, Ed Krishu, hello to you. Yeah, all right, let's get the show going. GSX. So, oh, Coatl. I keep forgetting. Why doesn't that start automatically? A camera mod? Sorry, so class 1A, I have no camera mod. This is the standard camera. The only thing that I have is I've got some keybinds.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives.
So for my honeycomb, there's some buttons up top here that I use for these viewpoints, and I've got a little stream deck up here as well for the viewpoints. So that's how I do that. Operate jetways. Is that working or not? Doesn't look like it. Didn't we have that issue last time? That I couldn't operate the jetways? What time is it? 05. So let's make it 1435. Update. Okay, sorry. AJ or Achtor TWTV, did flight simming help you in your early career? Not in my early, well, the thing is this, so my career started in 1990. It's a long time ago. And back then, I remember that my first flight sim I had at the end of my training, where it went into... That's not working. That's a shame. Went into IFA training, and I did some basic holding pattern training in that very basic Microsoft Flight Sim. And I'm talking really basic. And then the next time I actually used a flight simulator to practice and train was actually in FSX with the Wilco 737 add-on. So that was about 2007. And then I used the FS Labs, obviously, for my 320 flying as well. And up to now, I do practice part of my half a yearly check rides with the simulators. So FS Labs, FENIX, I do that. There's a Microsoft SDK limitation that caused... Okay, well, no problem. I mean, yeah. Not going to worry about that right now. Let's see. Where's the fueler? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're going to get going here. So, let's have a look at the flight plan real quickly. Freda, I have, yeah, you mean these filters here, the game filters? They should be on my Discord. Hang on, let me just check. They should be on my Discord under, hold on. So if you go down to, it's below DCS, it's a black box channel section, and there you have Microsoft Flight Sim settings. and there you'll find these game filter settings already there. Or if you want, they should be on my website, Blackbox 711. Should be there.
The boarding request fuel truck is in position.
Yeah, no, but I think it's just the jetway just being broken here. All right, Freda, fantastic. Good, so weather reports for Podgorica. It's variable 1 knot, light rain, few 4,000. So the idea today, Yoda mentioned this. So it's a bit rainy there at the moment. We may have temporary rain 5,000 meters, but that's just going to spice things up a bit. So Yoda suggested flying the circling procedure here.
Passengers deboarding starting.
So let me just have a look at the approach. Right at the bottom, there is circle to land with flight tracks. Runway 18. So that's the one we are looking at to do. And we'll go through again, you know, all the little things we can do. All little things we can do to help us fly that circling. No, Krishu, well, somebody said we should try, you know, going through the whole procedure regarding deboarding, etc., but I don't think that's working.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Roger that. We shall do so. Load aircraft. I mean, that's GSX. You can see that at the moment, it's just not really 100% correctly working yet. So that's just the way it is. Right, we got someone else joining. We got 2 friends joining here. It looks like. Yeah, it's GSX, Brenold. Yeah. Hey, Flying Wolf. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Yeah, Brenold. So this is, as you can see, this is GSX. Yeah. Cool. Right, so weather. We were looking at the weather right now. So it's a bit rainy. TVAT is the alternate. Now, TVAT has Cav OK. However, we're going to have to monitor that because temporary shower rain and 5,000 meters as well. And that's midnight, so that's not really interesting for us. Same for this is later. But definitely the tendency for more rain to come in with a bit lower visibilities. Here we got 240 at 2, which is good. So that way we can depart to the south. So runway 22 we can use here. So we don't have taxi so far. Hey, moin Voyager. So that's fine. There's nothing special today going on. Some isolated embedded CBs. So we'll have a look how Microsoft simulates that for us today. But nothing major. Oh, nice! Yeah, have a good flight tomorrow, Lilo. Yeah, maybe we want to take some pictures. What's the forecast, Lilo, for the weather in Marseille? Yeah, nothing special there. Some terrain, obviously, we have to cross. But apart from that, wind is nothing major. That looks all fine. Cool. So let's have a look at the overhead panel. Make sure that we have all the button switches there. We're still fueling. That's good. That's fine. That's all right. So we go here, ATSU, AOC menu, flight in it. Right, we've got some comments coming in on YouTube as well. Love the button box. I am coming to FS Labs, and EasyDoc was just curious about your free cam. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, Stephen, I'm not sure if there's a freeware program regarding, you know, camera views like chase plane. But this is another area where Microsoft or Asobo is being, you know, somewhat difficult, putting it politely. Because if they had allowed an external, you know, camera add-on maker to come in, we would have one, like chase plane or something. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Hang on, there's another option. Yeah, you're correct. Hold on. Ground services, request, jetway connection. We can't connect the jetway to the aircraft. Please retry later. 290 at 12. Yeah, that should be 3-1 then, Lilo. Yeah, that should be fine. So, creation 9365 on the call sign. Right, we've got Bratislava radar online, but I'm not sure if that is going to be important for us. Let's have a look. VATSIM map. Nope. Nope, that's not for us. Oh, fine. Okay, cool. Right, so cost NX is 15. Planning for level 350 initially. And up there we've got minus 55 or something like that. So we go minus 55. Temperature on the ground here, 10 degrees. No, 16, sorry. 16 degrees. Let's do a wind request. Why does it sound so muffled? I have the door open, don't I? Oh, no, I don't. That is creepy, yeah. Oh, dear. All right, well... It adds to the immersion, doesn't it? I mean, hey, pilot Valerio, how you doing? Cool. So we'll have that one saved, and we're going to fly the ILS 36 initially, obviously, to the circling then. Ground charts. Hey, Paul Flies, how you doing? Cool. All right, Zagreb. Ground charts. Parking stands, airport info, parked right up here. So very short taxi out. We're going to calculate with intersection echo so that we don't have to do backtrack. It's a long runway, so there should be no issue with that. And departure, we are expecting a Mosaf departure. But it's going to be to the south. So we're going this way. It's an RNAF procedure 22. Yeah, so we'll go with that one, the one Victor, this one here. Cool. So initial climb 6,000 feet. Put that up here immediately. There we go. And oh, hang on. I want to try something, guys. There was an update for FS2 Crew FENIX. Also good, that's good to hear. Right, there it is. So let's put that over here. Let's try button control. That looks alright, and I want to disable. Actually, no, let's try that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to general options. No, disregard to control options. Kamar, hello, how you doing? And I want to go to the throttle quadrant with the profile I've set for the FS2 crew. That way, my flap lever on the Bravo throttle quadrant is disabled, so that way the first officer can do all the rest. Now, where's my... That's the settings. Info, there we go. All right, let's see if that works then. They've changed the EUI. I'm looking for the info to see whether or not I've got... Are you ready for the departure brief? Are you ready for the departure brief? Hold on. No, that's a checklist of some of those. Ah, okay, no, I had a... They've completely changed everything. So Harton assignment. All right, that should work then. Luigi, well, no, it's going to be. I think it's going to be me, isn't it? Hang on. We want. Isn't there? We got. Oh, we got another one. Hang on, we've got someone else now with the German. Hang on. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Ah, see, there's a new human voice, it looks like. There we go. There's some passages that look somewhat hysterical. Yeah. Well, what can I say? Is it only 4.5 tons of fuel? Seriously. So we've got TVAT, 600 kilograms. It is. It's a short flight time, only 50 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I am... No. No, I don't.
Boarding requested.
Boarding requested. There we go. Hey, Dextinator. Hey, hey, Blackbox. I'm a GA instructor. Second career. I very much enjoy your streams. I now fly the airliners with confidence, but the FMC is still causing me problems in high workload situations. You're not alone on that. With your obvious instruction ability, did you not consider becoming instructor, line check pilot in the airline? I have, and I've been asked to do so by my company several times, but I declined because I don't live near my workplace. So I'm actually commuting to and from Frankfurt, my workplace, and I live near Bremen. So so that's why and you know, if if you have like simulator missions, you know, 10, 15 missions a month, you want to live very close by to, you know, to your home airport. And yeah, for me commuting, I would have had to get a second flat somewhere, because otherwise the hotel costs would have been way too high. So yeah, that's why I declined those offers. But yeah, I think I would have enjoyed it for sure. Yeah, even though Mark would probably disagree. So Melindley thinks I shouted too often, which is not true, but at least he thinks so. No, so no, I never went that way. But hats off. So I have high respect for any instructor. You know, it's a fantastic you know, chance to have an influence on people's abilities and you know, to train them.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers
Only
please
shout
make
when
their
needed,
way to the
boss.
first class cabin?
Didn't I do
where
that?
Complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Depeche.
Oh Captain, my Captain. Thank you for 4 years. Amazing. Wish you lots of blue skies.
Oh, that's really kind. Depeche, thank you so much for 4 years of support. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting. Yeah, wishing you the same. Happy landings. It's never too late to change your mind. Well, maybe 747 instructor. Who knows? I don't know. Can you imagine having black box in your cockpit and evaluating you? No. Oh, well, flight sim dad. Well, the thing is, so when you get, you know, your training to become an instructor, it's, at least at my company, it's very, very rigorous. So the selection process, first of all, is strenuous, and they make sure, you know, you have the right character to become a instructor. The biggest, you know, the biggest asset required, which I have, obviously, is patience. You know, so I would have excelled at that for sure. And
yeah, right.
so no, I think it would have worked out eventually. So oh, I'm distracted. Where were we? We were over panel. No, let's do that. Let's go. Are we boarding yet? What's happening? So quiet. I don't know. Right, so Init A page is filled out, Init B page is filled out, we've got the alternate stuff filled out, so that's all fine. Flight plan, we've got the departure inserted. I do want to have the arrival as well. Why is my SPAD next not working, for crying out loud? Got everything there. Alright, doesn't matter. So we prepare for the ILS Zulu with 3-6 with that circling, and the arrival routing should be Mike Oscar Juliet something. Let's have a look at the 1 Bravo approach via. Ah, okay, so these are the standard arrivals. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that looks nice. That looks very nice indeed. So let's scroll through that. That's the routing, and then we do a nice downwind onto the ILS, and then the circling. I'm happy. Hey pilot, that's really kind of you to say. Like I said, I think I would have enjoyed it. I think I would have enjoyed it more than my students, but that's just the way it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles, as they say. No, but seriously, you know, I have high respect for anybody that's doing the instruction, and with the responsibility that they hold for their students. Hey Luke, good evening, how are you doing? Used to fly to Tango of Delta from Stuttgart for louder motions, always a fun approach. Nice. Seedle. Which approach did you then prefer? You think I would have been a natural fit? Yeah, again, it's you know, it's the passion would have been there for sure. I'm obviously very passionate about these things, so I think yes, I would definitely would have enjoyed it. So we've done that. RATNAV for departure. Let's have a look here. Oops. So we want that. So we take Zagreb as a VOR, but apart from that, the routing takes us over the waypoint Zulu Alpha 901. That's fine. Then we go 904, I think. Yeah, 904. 8,000 below. There's a nice restriction there. And then we've got Mozart 6,000 above. That's all there. So we'll have a look. So I'm going to enter Zagreb in here. And all right, 50% baggage loaded. That means the passengers are loaded, right? So we've got 901 overfly, 904, 8,000 below, correct. And then we've got Mozart 6,000 above, correct. That's all programmed. It's fantastic. There we go. They're loading the containers. Fantastic. Performance. So, performance calculations. Flight sim dad. That's preliminary at the moment. We'll take off runway 22. Sync live weather. Let's make that 15 degrees. And that 1020. Variable 2 knot is fine. And we want intersection takeoff. Oh, we got full length only. Seriously. Alright. And then we've got to do backtrack if we only have full length data. Flaps 1 and flex 68. $10,000 transition. Flight sim dad looked up Bremen, and I get what you mean when you say you don't live close. Yeah, that's 400 kilometers away. Yeah, so at the moment, commuting has become extremely tiresome. The reason being is that we don't have many flights at the moment to and from Bremen, and the trains are just so unreliable regarding their punctuality. So it is a bit of a nightmare at the moment. So Zagreb Airport has NADP 1, 1860, 3360. So 1860 and 3360. Yeah, well, you know, that would be something, right? Having a private jet to commute to your work. That would definitely be interesting. So diffrips in an AV flight plan, RATNAV performance, secondary flight plan. So we do a quick return here. Lima Delta Zulu Alpha. And we'll do a teardrop and return to ILS Zulu 04 in that case. No star and no via. We finished boarding, it seems. Yeah, closing doors. Fantastic. Beautiful. And let's put in 122.8. Last thing to do is engine out procedure 223 to Exxon to hold. So Lima Delta Zulu Alpha 22. 223. And Exxon should be then on the departure route, or on that that line. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. So it's right there on that blue dashed line. That's our procedure for engine out. Fantastic. Exactly. So Dextonator, absolutely. I mean, with some practice, you know, you get used to it, you get accustomed to it. But yeah, it's a good point. You have to really be aware of that. You lose a lot of time commuting, at least for me at the moment. So definitely something to consider. Right, so I think we've done everything. So I'm happy with that. Transition 10,000. Performance done. Alright, so let's have a look at the mass and balance. Above figures are live. We finished boarding, we finished cargo, finished fueling. So we should have final figures. Let's try again then with final figures. Yeah, final load sheet 63.1. Packs. Yeah, oh, packs off actually. Yeah, we'll have a packs off takeoff, guys. I've got to get used to that procedure, especially with a line check coming up. We want to make sure that we have that memorized. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the final load sheet to come through. In the meantime, then, let me take these values from the EFB. If you flew to work in the private plane, would that affect your available working hours? Well, Paul, yes, it would. So that's a very good question, Paul. And indeed, if I was pilot flying, that would definitely have an influence on my duty times, yeah. If I was just a passenger, then no, obviously. But as a pilot flying, pilot in command, yeah, it would. So we've got 58.8 and 30%. Oh, while we're here, so Dextonator, there was an accident in...
Zagreb traffic.
Hey, that's it, skipping. There was an accident in the US. A 23-year-old female instructor got killed because it seems like her student, on their first flight, interfered with the flight controls on takeoff and crashed the aircraft, and the instructor couldn't do anything. That's scary. I mean... so I don't know. I'm sure you've had your moments of, you know, where you have these kind of butt clenching moments. Nuffly, is the NADP always used? Yes, yes, we are obliged to use those. Yeah, apparently the student, the male student, was very strong. Yeah, she just couldn't overpower his inputs. Heli pilot, I was just wondering what you're trying to tell me there. Good, so let's do the briefing then, quickly. Although Flight Sim Dad has a good question as well. Do you have any preferred center of gravity for your flight? When I worked at Mexican Airlines, a lot of captains would ask me if I could balance 320, 390. No, so yeah, so we have experts. So our ramp agents, they are very good, and so they will try to achieve a preferable center of gravity. Do you guys know that the influences the center of gravity has on an aircraft? So, for example, if I tell you, if let's say you have a forward center of gravity, right? So there is a bigger difference between the center of lift point and the center of gravity. So the horizontal stabilizer has to be deflected more to produce more downward force. So it will increase. So ACG, that's here in this case, if it's very far forward, right? So let's say the center, the CG is somewhere in the region of 23 or something.
Zagreb traffic, wind in 240 Hotel, taking off runway 22, stable 5 Juliet departure, Zagreb.
Have a good flight, Goodman.
You too, thank you.
So there he is. A center of gravity that's very far forward will increase the stall speed. That's the thing. So it will increase the stall speed as a negative side effect. Also, it means you have a higher fuel flow. So it's less efficient. So an aft CG that goes towards the lift point over the wing will have less downward force on the stabilizer at the end of the aircraft. So less resistance, less drag, making the flight more efficient. However, and the stall speed then actually is smaller. So that is definitely a good effect. There he goes.
Zagreb traffic, wind in 240 Hotel, airborne, Zagreb.
Good. So that's done. So that's 30, 58.8, 30, and the center of gravity of takeoff is 28.7, which means, hey, forward, good evening. So it's still 68 down, 0.0. So that's pretty neutral on the trim. For takeoff, that is, and yeah, pretty neutral kind of. So the further aft the center of gravity goes, so the center of gravity would be, let's say, here. There's the average lift vector point, and so the further the center of gravity moves towards the lift point of the aircraft, the less downward force you need on the stabilizer, less drag it creates, better efficiency, and also will increase the decrease the stall speed. So it has a positive effect. So a further aft CG is definitely preferable. If I recall correctly, a fully loaded A320 can go past the aft CG limit, so we had to load the front compartment sometimes regardless of captain's wishes. Okay, well, we have to be within those limitations. Right, so you have an absolute limit for takeoff, that's a dashed line, and you have to have limits for the zero fuel weight as well. That's a solid line, so it has to be within these limits. Right, do we have a load sheet now on the... There we go, final load sheet is here. So let's quickly check everything. So 58.8 now. Yeah, 58.8 final figures. Center of gravity 29.9, and the 28.7 is correct, and then we've got takeoff weight of 63.1, and that's what we calculated with. So that's all fine. Right, performance good. Briefing. Takeoff runway 22. We are departing on the departure route Morsaf 1 Victor, initial climb 6,000 feet, that is set, and we have a sector altitude of 2,600 feet. Extra fuel, according to the FMC, we have about 11 minutes on the flight plan though. Hold on. On the flight plan, we have 800 kilograms extra, 20 minutes. Are the FENIX load sheets realistic? As in that, what it would look like? You mean compared to the real ones we have? Well, our ones in real life are a little bit more sophisticated, obviously, but you know, we talk about flight simmers or flight simming, right? So you got to be, you know, you got to be careful in how detailed you go, and you know, overpower, you know, the flight simmers. Forward, I did say hello to you, didn't I? Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Right, so yeah, that's the pilot monitoring briefing, the pilot flying briefing, hotspots for taxi out. The only hotspot really that we have is a backtrack, so we've got to be careful. Make sure that there's nobody in the approach, neither for 04 nor for 22. Backtrack, turn around. We use full length for takeoff. Stop margin, not critical. We have 3,252 meters available. So that's that. AOSIT straight out until the waypoint. I think it was called Exxon, actually. Exxon waypoint there in the holding. The engine acceleration is in 1,900 feet. So once the engine is secured, aircraft cleaned up, will climb 3,000, do a procedure turn, and back to runway 04 in this case. The weather is fine to do so. Hello MCK, how are you? How is your day? I hope all is good. Flying Wolf says, in my airline, the ECG is kept so far aft that when we deboard with this jet bridge, we have to stop patches to prevent the aircraft tipping back. Well, Flying Wolf, there is a procedure for us, especially in the NEOs, where we where the ground crew or the loadmaster will come to us and ask when or if all passengers have deboarded. So the issue is, of course, that, so imagine this, you're at the jet bridge and you have a very far center of gravity. Very long aircraft, 321s are prone for that. And then you have people in the front deboard. Now, if the ground crew do the mistake of actually offloading the forward cargo compartment first, or if there's no luggage, no weight in the forward compartment, which can happen as well sometimes, obviously as people deboard from the front and you have all the weight in the back, the risk is the aircraft will actually tip over, right? And believe it or not, the scariest moment I had was when I went for my outside check on 321 a long time ago in Spain somewhere. And I walked down the stairs up on the front and I came around the corner and I looked at the nose wheel and it actually lifted off. It was like 20 centimeters off the ground. And then I looked and I realized they were offloading the front of the aircraft and we were still deboarding. So I actually was fairly loud with some of the people there. Make sure that they stop offloading the aircraft. That was indeed somewhat worrisome, yeah. Yeah, so that's definitely something you have to look out for. But there's definitely some, some clear procedures in place to prevent that from happening. No, I don't scream often, and so I don't shout often. But when I do have a reason for it. All right. No, I don't swear. I don't swear at people. That's not my attitude. I may become a little bit louder, but I don't swear. I don't swear at people. It's always still respectful. What else do we have? Then everything's standard. And what else? Everything's standard. And then standard. No, so threats for today. I'm actually well rested, so I'm not fatigued today. And so we're all good. No threats. Good weather. Right. Cockpit preparation. Oh, actually, hang on. Disregard. Any questions?
No questions.
Oh, that's a computer voice, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, that's silly. That's computer voice. I don't want that. But it says you have German male synth and you have male human. What's human Hades? Hades. What does that mean? Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
4,480 kilograms balanced.
Seat belts.
On.
Adheres.
Nav.
Barrow ref.
Oh. The checklist thing is, it's called FS2 Crew. It's an app. It's an add-on. I'm so sure I already had this running at some point, but it deleted all of the preferences again. Well, that's fine. I don't want that, want that, want that. That, save. Airframe, let's do this.
Welcome
Actually, no,
aboard
that's
the
what it is.
Captain Black Box
Units
YouTube
is
channel
fine.
subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their
There we
way
go.
to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks,
Hey,
and
Eagle
premium
Motion,
flight
good Abend.
entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Zagreb traffic right now.
Eagle Motion, thanks so much for 8 months on YouTube. Good Abend. Hope life is treating you well. It is. Any news on your real life aircraft change, Captain? Yes, Eagle Motion, I'm on a reserve list for the 747 at the moment. It's a bit difficult to predict when I get pulled on that, I get finally an announcement saying I will start transition. But at the moment, it could happen in December. But the issue is more that we have, not enough instructors. So that's where, at the moment, the delay is coming from. Set and checked. 1021 set.
1, 0, 2, 1. Set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
I don't want that voice. Give me my other voice. Human black block. So why doesn't that change it now? Oh, that's why. Hold on, disregard. There we go. There we go. That's all set. Cool. So that's all set. What else? Let's prepare the pushback. Hey, Kolimata, how you doing? And Pineapple Wizard, hey, nice to see you. Cheerful Michael, how you doing? At my island, we're seeing the results of voting on a new contract tomorrow. Fingers crossed as it comes at a hefty pay rise. Okay, well, I keep all fingers crossed for that, Pineapple Wizard.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
All the best for that. Hello, hello. Hey, Ebersfan. Guten Tag. How are you? And Collimator, good evening, Captain. I'm having a lot of stutters recently. My sim used to be smooth. Can I ask you to update your NVIDIA drivers to the latest? Yes, I have. It is, but it's the game-ready driver that I have at the moment.
Bypass pin inserted.
So if it's on VSync, it's all smooth, no issues whatsoever. Before start checklist. Parking brake.
Locking gear.
Set. Take your speeds and thrust. V1 143, VR 143, V2 146, flex temp 68. Set and checked. Set and checked. B1 1. What? 4 0 VR 1 5 0 V2 1 6 0. Windows
Release
closed.
brakes.
Beacon on. Before start checklist completed. No, that's not it.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
So weather is good. Config 1+F. So I just need to set everything correctly in the app regarding our speeds and altitudes.
Takeoff runway.
No! Stop it!
Takeoff runway confirmed.
No!
Approach path clear of traffic.
No! Go away. Oh.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff.
It's desynced again, for crying out loud. I pressed the wrong button here. So that was 1860 10,000. Right. Packs off takeoff. There we go.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Starting engine 2. So now the question is, how do I get back to the right sequence? Starting engine 1. Peter Boss, hey, hey Blackbox, can you turn on the developer mode and show how many VRAM your setup is currently using? Thanks. Let me just start the engines first.
Ladies and gentlemen, all portable electronic equipment and mobile phones should be switched off as we are now about to start our pre-flight safety briefing. We are now going to take you through our safety procedures and equipment. As this information is for your benefit, we ask you to watch and listen carefully. The safety card in your seat area shows details of escape routes, oxygen masks and life jackets. It also shows the bracing position which you must adopt in an emergency landing. On the main deck there are 2 exits at the rear of the first class cabin and 2
Hang on, just going to have to trust me on that, hold on.
On
Because I'm not sure what data is showing there.
on each side, in the middle of the cabin.
It's 5.5 at the moment. 5.5 VRAM, so it's not much. But I don't use highest settings anyway, so... It's called FS2 Crew.
Please now ensure that your table is folded away, your seat back
After
is
start
upright
checklist.
with the armrest down and your seat belt fastened.
See, that doesn't do
The
it
seat belt
anymore.
is fastened and adjusted like this.
So after start
And unfastened
is
like this.
anti-ice off, ecom
When
status
the fasten
checked,
seatbelt signs are on, you
pitch
must go back to your
trim
seat and fasten your seatbelt securely.
29.9%, and
For your
route
own
trim
comfort
neutral.
and
That's the
safety,
after start
we
checklist
recommend you
completed.
keep your seatbelt fastened at all times and visible to avoid being disturbed.
Clear
in
left
flight.
side.
If the cabin air supplies fail, oxygen will be provided.
Zagreb traffic,
Masks like this will
creation
appear automatically.
9365, taxiing
Stay in
runway
your seat and pull a mask
22
towards you.
in Zagreb.
This will open your oxygen supply.
Hey, Fornax, how you doing?
Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this, and breathe normally, adjusting the band to secure it.
Oh,
Do make sure your own mask is fitted
disregard.
before helping anyone
We
else.
still have GSX. I'm getting confused with all these add-ons. Hold
Your
on.
life jacket is underneath or beside your seat. In the event of landing on water, remove
No, the
life
problem is
jacket
that
from its container
the problem
and
is
put it
that
over your head.
this app, so here,
Pass the tape
it
around
has
your waist
become
and tie them securely
it has
in a double bow
become
at the side.
desynced.
To inflate, pull
So
the
I
vent
don't
on
know
the
how to get it back to sync.
The air can be
It
topped
happens
up by using the
so
mouthpiece.
often.
There is a whistle here for attracting attention. Do not inflate your life jacket until you are outside the aircraft. We will supply life cots for babies and life
Does anybody have FS2 crew as well and knows how to get that back into sequence? I can do the flows. So for example, I can have the after start flows going. He's doing that. That is fine. I just can't get the checklist synced up anymore. So he's done all the items. You see, he's doing that.
Smoking is not permitted at any time whilst on board. If you have any questions, please ask.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me restart that then. So I'm just going to restart the app again and see if we can get it synced that way. It's fine. If it's all running well, it's good. It's a lot of fun. It's just these desynchronizations that are annoying. Right, so left side clear. Let me just try that again. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Ah. So maybe now it's synchronized again. Hey Senshai, wie geht's dir? Yeah, thank you. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Ecamp memo.
Didn't do that. Takeoff, no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Poor flies, yeah. I'm doing both voices now. Oh no. Right, so let's do that. Zagreb traffic, Croatia 9365, lining up backtracking with 22 departure to the south in Zagreb.
Takeoff runway confirmed. Approach path clear of traffic. Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
Oh wow! He did it! He switched off the packs. Lineup checklist.
Takeoff runway.
22 confirmed.
TCAS.
TARA.
Packs 1 and 2.
Off.
Lineup checklist completed.
Yeah, so we're going to line up and then backtrack runway 22. The call was a bit early, but still. I know the problem is, so Nuffly, the problem is I don't have intersection takeoff info for our performance calculations. So here I can only calculate full length. That's why. Otherwise, yes, normally I would calculate intersection departure performance calculation and I would depart from there, but Chat will shout at me if I do that. They will say it's not realistic. Or you're cheating or something. Can I no, I think Airbus fan, I think that's where limitations come in. So apparently they can't. That means you have to insert all of these values yourself. Hey, Captain Beerbear, wie geht's dir? Nice to see you. Captain Beerbear, if I were to be in Zurich overnight this month, would there be a chance to meet up? Ready? Ready. Takeoff. Check. Manflex 68, SAS, runway, auto thrust blue. Checked. Thrust set. knots. Checked. B1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Gear up. Packs are on. How cool is that? He actually switched the packs on. That's good. You see? I don't have to worry about that. Thrust climb. Climb
Speed
blue.
checked.
Flaps 1. No! Didn't say flaps 1. Don't touch that. Autopilot 1. Thrust climb, climb out blue, auto thrust. There was the shouting again. What? Heh? Track? Open what is going on? Don't touch anything here. Nav. Open climb. I have no idea what's going on here. Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Captain Beerbear writes, that will be very welcome. I'd be happy to treat you to dinner. Oh, well, okay, so the thing is this, Captain Beerbear, it's going to be late shift for me, so it's more a matter of maybe some brunch or something. Speed out star. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get a private message going. Outstar. So let's do that according to procedure. Let's go 350. Thrust climb, out magenta.
Speed checked.
8,000. Oh, don't touch
Flaps
that.
1.
No! What is he doing? Crying out loud. Like, I'm trying to find out what command it is that he's misinterpreting as flaps. It's the climb callouts, isn't it? So I've got to have the microphone off if I do my climb callouts. Outstar. Out constrained. Yeah, he's somewhat. I don't know. He's a bit of a handful today. Actually, you know what, MCK? Apparently, that is gonna be coming as a standard procedure soon. And I think a couple of airlines already have that as their procedure. So when you do your FMA callouts, the pilot monitoring has to check the callout and check the modes on his side. Yeah, exactly. So he's going to say checked. I know, it's annoying, isn't it? Okay, Captain Beerbear, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I would really look forward to that. Oh, there's a lot of talking going on though in the meantime. Beautiful weather today, love it. But then again, if I'm lucky, I'm already under transfer to the 747 before those changes come in, so we shall see. Right, we're just waiting for the 8,000 here for that waypoint here, and so climb should be armed. Normally you would see a blue or white, blue arrow actually. So it's climb now. Climb at blue. Oh, MCK, there's no denying that that is the case. Yeah, it's definitely going that way. Let me just start one more app. Set standard. Set landing lights off. Landing lights off. Seatbelts off. Set standard. Man, I have a feeling that a lot of stuff is broken here at the moment with FS2 crew. Right, so it looks like we have to do all of that ourselves here. So RatNav clear, secondary, copy active, fix info clear as well.
Hi, how can I help you?
One coffee, please. Oh. One coffee, please.
Okay, I'll bring the drinks up in a minute.
Excellent. I want my coffee. At least that works.
Hi guys, here are the drinks.
Although it sounds a bit... It kind of sounds a bit demotivated, I think, doesn't it? Okay guys, here are the drinks. Yeah, that was a fast coffee, that's for sure. She sounds so happy to be a waitress. Yeah, exactly. Oh dear. Right, we are. Hey, Mark. How you doing? Greetings to Australia. Nice. Good day, mate. As they say, sorry for my bad Australian accent. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is, again, it seems like the flows are somewhat out of sync. We'll see. We'll see if we can catch that again with the approach. Ah, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Bit of ground fog there. Fantastic. Cool. MCK, that would have me in shits and giggles, as they would say. If I heard that, I would be on the floor crying from laughter. Seriously. Good, so we are en route. Let's have a look for the map. Flight time is very short, so it's not a long flight, so we've got to prepare once we reach the cruising level. We are coming up to... There's Banja Luka. Let's have a look at High Airways. He just landed in Auckland in a 76300F. Nice. IRL. Oh! GG. What's the weather down under at the moment? Springtime, isn't it? Hey, Pyroblaster. Sorry. Is this multi-crew experience using? No, it's called FS2 Crew. So FS2 Crew, they have a new app. I've used it on P3D prior to Microsoft Flight Sim, and so now they have it here in Microsoft Flight Sim as well. But I'm having issues. I think it's probably because I'm just not using it correctly. Haven't had much practice with that lately, but yeah, for some reason the checklists get desynced. So just to give you an example, so if let's put that back to QNH. So I'll say set standard. Let's see what happens. Set standard.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 238. Now.
Checked. Checked.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience.
Set and checked.
Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
A big thank you to Collimator with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for that. Welcome. Yeah, so again, I don't know exactly if that now worked regarding the flows. So at least the FO read out the altimeter setting.
Hi, how can I help you?
We will be arriving 10 minutes late.
Thanks for letting me know.
Oh, that sounded nice, huh? Thanks for letting me know.
Hi, how can I help you?
Some lunch, please.
Okay, I'll bring them up in a minute.
I'm being a bit of an idiot, but hey.
Hi guys, here are the crew meals you asked for. Enjoy.
Thank you. Oh dear. Right. Oh, Giftswag, you know what? I actually wouldn't mind doing that. I actually wouldn't mind doing that. Stepke, hey, you're hungry too? Stream is getting worse. Oh, come on. Wow, I've got my window a little bit open. Oh, that looks beautiful. I've got my window open at the moment and it smells of smoke, so it looks like my neighbors actually already having their chimneys on. Captain's in diva mode today. Yep, no denying in that. My FO got me in a bad mood. Not following my orders. So, let's have a look then. Shall we have a look at the weather? Let's do that. So, yeah, smoke in the cabin or cockpit. Yeah. Let's look at my flight. Arrival. 280 at 3. Good visibility. Light rain broken 4,000. So we should be fine for that circling approach, and that's exactly what we're planning for. The alternate TVAT. Now TVAT is an interesting airport to divert to, obviously, but it's alright. So variable or not, we could do the straight in with the localized approach. So all fine, we'll do that if necessary. So Podgorica, new scenery. Very much looking forward to trying it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll soon be passing through the cabin with your meal. On the menu today we have a variety of dishes, full details of which can be found in our onboard magazine inside the seat back pocket in front of you. During the meal service we ask that you return your seat to the upright position as a courtesy to your fellow travellers. Thank you.
Ooh, did you hear that? As a courtesy to your fellow travellers, we ask you to put your backrest in the upright position. That makes sense. Does make sense, absolutely. So, let's do that again. Right, so for the arrival, it was the Mike Oscar Juliet 1 Bravo. All runways arrival. Yeah, there we go. So Mochkovac 1 Bravo arrival. What's this? No, this is the one. RMP arrivals. That's what we'll do. So we're coming in via that beacon there, Mike Oscar Juliet, and we'll fly the arrival. We'll check all the speed limits. We'll get onto the ILS approach then. So we're going to fly the ILS down to the circling minimum. And so circle to land says our minimum is going to be 890 feet, so let's say 900 feet. That's going to make it very interesting. So Yordar has obviously got good taste, found a nice airport for me to try a circling approach. So that is a low-level circling. All right, so 770 feet up to the ground. And we're going to program these waypoints. All right, we have a little bit of a recap on how to do that. Would you look at some extra attention to the second alternate airport, with the first being TVAT, and how the meta looks? Danny, yeah. So whenever you have an airport, an alternate airport, that is obviously very challenging. I would definitely have a second option available, just in case. But you know, legally speaking, TVAT is a valid alternate, so that's not the problem. Every time you speak of your town or neighborhood, I can't help to wonder. A winter wonderland style city within cottages. Oh, really? So Flight Sim Dad, not quite. I actually have a modern house. It's a bungalow with a proper roof, if you like. So it's not a flat bungalow. It's a normal bungalow with a normal roof. But nothing. It's nothing. It's not a mansion or a castle or anything like that. Contrary to some rumors floating around here. But we have a lovely garden. It's a really nice kind of area where it's very quiet, and yeah, lots of countryside, woodlands nearby. Yeah, and the last time we had a winter wonderland was like 2010, I think, so a long time ago. So unfortunately, at the moment, we don't get much snow, which is a shame. I do miss snow. Right, so beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous weather. Right, I'm going to call up Sim Toolkit Pro so that you guys can see what I'm programming. So we'll have that approach. We'll take the circle to land. So, how to program this into the MCU. So we're going to go to data, second page, pilot waypoints, delete all, and so I am going to program, let's do pod 01 as a name, or ident. So the first thing we're going to program is well, this is 4 miles from the VOR. So let me put this Golf Oscar then as a place, alright? So Golf Oscar, the beacon. 359 is the bearing from that beacon. And the distance is 1.3 nautical miles. Put that in there. Golf Oscar 420, that's the one. Select that one. Store. So the next one is going to be this track, and we have a distance as well, 3.8. So I can program category Charlie is this line, the left line, 035. So I'm going to take new waypoint. We'll call it Papa Oscar Delta 02. Place. So we take the original waypoint. So this we just programmed. So we'll take that one. I hope it was 01. Was it 01 or 1? I forgot. So 035 degrees. And then it is 3.8 miles. Again, place bearing distance. Store. New waypoint. So we got that one just programmed now. This waypoint. From there, it's 359 degrees and 1.4 miles to get to that waypoint. So We'll call that Papa Oscar Delta 03. So the originating place is Papa Oscar Delta 02, track 359, and it is 1.4 miles. Place, bearing, distance, store, and that's it. Then we do a turn to finals. So let's check on our, actually let's do a secondary flight plan. Let's copy the active again. So I am going to do the following. So we're going to go all the way. So let's go CF36 Zulu. Is that the outer marker? Hang on. Yeah, that's the outer marker. That's fantastic. Cool. So I am going to let me delete all of that out. So let's have a look. Hope that all works. So from that outer marker, we want to go to Papa Oscar Delta 01. I hope it's going to do it. No, not Papa Delta, Papa Oscar Delta. Papa Oscar Delta 01. Put that in there. Then Papa Oscar Delta 02. Put that in there, and then Papa Oscar Delta 03. And we'll have a look. Normally I would put in 18 as well, but that's not necessary. So let me just put that to there. So there we have it. So here on the secondary we have now that that routing programmed. So let me actually put that then. Oh, sorry. Yeah, hang on. Let me just hang on. I'll show you that in a minute. So let me just go secondary flight plan again. Arrival, and let me put runway 18 in here. Just runway 18. Return. And we'll take out these two. Nah. Yeah, I'll show you that in a minute again. Let me just go ahead and do that. Let me get to the airfield. So that would be the original routing here. If I go to secondary plan, there you have it now. You can see the on the secondary, you can see that circling that we just programmed. So later we can actually activate the secondary flight plan for runway 18. I don't know why I can't delete that. That is a bit weird. That should not happen, but we'll take it. So secondary flight plan performance. So we'll. Oh, I don't have performance in here. Alright, let's try performance on the first page. So the weather is as follows. Yeah, we've got the top of descent coming up. So like I mentioned, a short flight. Hey, 777 driver. I also changed that outside. Yeah, if it helps, 777 driver definitely. However, I would always be very careful with these procedures that you program yourself, you have to be very careful. Yeah, so you have to be careful with that. Hey, Tail West. Good. Let's get the weather and let's insert that into the MCDU. We've got 320 at 3 and 18 degrees 1021. And the minimum was for the circling. We said we want to have 900 feet for the circling. So again, low level circling in interesting weather conditions. So I'm going to put that in there, 900. And we are starting our descent. So let's go down to 20,000 initially until we check the terrain clearance. Tail West, hang on, let me just check that. Hold on, let me just check what you mean. So there we go. 10.2 is the grid at the moment. We're entering at 10.3, so 11,000 would be the lowest at the moment that we can accept. And then we're going to be on the arrival routing. Yeah, I'll check that in a second, hold on. Arrival, approach, arrival there. And that should be our fix there. So we got a sector altitude of 8.5. And then lowest we can go is 9,000. And then past PLF, it's going to be 5.3 the lowest. And then 3.5. So it drops quickly with regards to that terrain, but initially 10,000, 11, let's say 11,000 is the lowest we want to go. Fuel, let's have a look in it. Yeah, at the moment we've got 500 kilograms extra. Yeah, TVAT doesn't take much alternate fuel, so the diversion fuel is 1.7 for TVAT. Hang on, what's you on about? Where's minus 71? Hang on. What? Where? I'm missing that. In it. Oh. Oh, that. Yeah, maybe it was a typo. I don't know. Ah. Blame FO, of course. So let me do the landing calculations. Let's see how long the runway is. What temperature do we usually keep in the cabin? About 22 to 23 degrees is normally what keeps them happy. Runway is going to be 18. Wet runway, obviously. Apply the METAR. Landing weight is 61 tons.
Experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin?
Right, we have available 2.5 kilometers.
Snacks and premium
I'm going to go with Autopilot medium.
Thank you.
And we want to vacate at... big thank you to Tail West, who's gifting us up to Danny. That's really kind of you, Tail West. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we want to go and leave the runway to the... Is that the right one? Yeah. To the right side. And echo would be good. Echo means... Let's see if I have a chart for that. I don't have anything, any airport infos yet for Podgorica, but I would say wet runway, that's about 1800, 1900 meters. So auto brake, medium is definitely going to help. May not need that much, but we'll take auto brake medium. That is good. So we want to have weather is good. ILS approach. Now we'll do a visual. Transition level. Transition level. Thank you. Transition level is going to be... Let's do the approach here. About 110 then. Or so 11,000. 110. Runway is wet. Threats, terrain, decision, height, AGL. That's going to be 770. Yeah. Minimum descent altitude is going to be 900. Arrival airport elevation is 100. More drag, okay. 100 and no, runway is 85 feet. 85. Alternate, no. All right, that looks good. Are you ready for the approach brief? Go ahead. So we are flying the Mike Oscar Juliet. 1 Bravo arrival, followed by the ILS Zulu 36, and then followed by a visual circle to land 18 for practice reasons, obviously. The circling minimum is 900 feet. Well, weather's getting worse here. 900 feet, and the minimum is 900 for circling. The go around. So initially, if we don't see the runway for the circling, then we're going to fly the instrument procedure straight ahead to the VOR, Papa Oscar Delta, turn right 018 outbound, and then at or above 1150, but not before 3 miles outbound from Papa Oscar Delta. We'll go left turn, max 185 knots, bank 20 degrees minimum, inbound to the VOR, climbing 2,400 feet, and then as directed. So 2,400 is going to be our missed approach altitude. Extra fuel right now is approximately 400 kilograms. 500, so 15 minutes extra fuel. Let's continue to descend here. So we've got descend, out blue, 110. For the bulk landing procedure, so if we are in the circling, if visual reference is lost, initial climb towards the landing runway should be made. Overhead airport, proceed climbing to Golf Oscar locator and as directed. So if we go and have, you know, loss of visual contact there, or if anything goes wrong, we'll turn back to the airfield, outbound Golf Oscar, and then we will get in contact with ATC, and then we'll see. Echo could be a small taxiway. Let's see. Yeah, it could be. So max code letter is Bravo. Yeah, you could be right. That could be a bit small. All right, we'll vacate at the end. If we vacate at the end, hey Bruno, we'll take order big low in that case. That's fine then. Cool. Good catch. Good catch. Next flight route. Kidman. Let me see. Hold on. I am going to fly this with lock mode, flight path angle. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Look at the visuals here. Wow. It'll be a flat full landing. Stop margin is about 300 meters. Then if we do automatic low, we'll use idle reverse, exit at the end to the right. Hotspots, I don't see any specials. Well, it's a circling procedure. So definitely, wow, that's incredible. Some rain showers as well. Beautiful. Yeah, anything goes unstable, we'll go around, and then we'll assess the situation and either divert or go for a second approach. We will see. Threats are our terrain, obviously, and low-level circling. Any questions?
No questions.
Good, we're on the path. That looks all right. Oh, wow. Incredible. Incredible. That looks really nice. Is it common to use the overfly button? No, Yorak. Normally, it's, you know, when you have an overfly waypoint, it's normally programmed in the MCU anyways. So there wouldn't really be a need for that. Just go there. If you program something yourself, obviously, yeah, you can use that. Kidman, here's the routing. Wow, that looks really challenging as well. Very cool indeed. Let's get terrain on display. Let's get some background lights going. We have 11 degrees right now, so plus 11. At the moment, at least, there's no need for engine anti-ice. If it goes to plus 10, then yes. Wing anti-ice would normally either be a sensor. If you have a sensor installed for icing, you would use that. Or use that visual cue here for icing. Right, 230 knots. I am going to go down to 8,000. And so just make sure that we have... Well, officially no. Officially it's still 9,000 then. Alright, disregard. So lowest we can go is 9,000. Set QNH. One, 0, 2, 1, set, passing, 1, 1,000, 0, 100. Now, checked. So I'm going to wait until we get past 10,000 feet to read that approach. That approach checklist. Wow, that weather got bad quickly, didn't it? Blimey. So we can go down to 3,500 now. So let's go down to 5,000. Here comes the 10,000 foot flows from the first officer. Very nice, 220 knots maximum. The white area means it's going to be safe in 3,000 feet. This would be 5,000 feet safe. That would be white area, 3,000 feet safe. So as you can see, it's really quickly dropping regarding the altitude. What? What's happening now? Why? Did something change with the wind or something? Why did that drop out? Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the FENIX still does some weird things. I don't know why, but we'll see. Senshai heard it twice as well. Yeah, that's weird. So engine ITIs is on, not detected. Don't know why you put the engine ITIs on in that case. So we'll leave it running. Approach checklist. Barrow ref. QNH 1021 set. 1021 set. Seatbelts. On. Minimum. Barrow 900 feet set. Set and checked. Auto brake. Low. Low. Set. Set and checked. Engine mode selector. Normal. Approach checklist completed. You hear copycat. Oh yeah, Teo West, I've got a question for you as well, because I got asked. You saw that that descent, and normally the lower limit for the bracket would be green dot. Now the FENIX actually goes and puts the bracket below the green dot, and actually goes below the green dot, which obviously the aircraft in real life wouldn't do. So I'm not sure if the disconnect came because of that, but it should not really go into that or go below green dot anyways. In managed mode, that is, of course. Selected is a different matter, but managed. Yeah. Good. Right, engine anti-ice can go off. We've got plus 15 degrees. Wow, it's the weather is actually a lot worse than I expected. So max 200 knots. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1. Inbound for we can't do the circling. Like seriously, at star. We'll go down now to let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go down to 3,500 here. So we've got thrust idle open descend 3,500. Jesus Christ. That scared the hell out of me. Blimey. Jesus Christ. Well, now I'm awake, which is fine. I mean, so LS keys are now on. We have the ILS identified. I'm kind of regretting doing that approach. So slow down first. Oh, there we go, breaking out. Flaps 2. Speed checked. Flaps 2. Taylor West. Yeah, you tell him. Exactly what I thought. Good, so what we'll do again, guys, we're going to fly this with lock mode and flight path angles. So lock blue. So there's a secondary flight plan. That's what we programmed. Lock star. Oh god. Gear down. Oh, we see the runway. Fantastic. Gear down. Cabin crew, be seated for landing. Flaps 3. Speed checked. Flaps 3. Landing rate guess? No. I've got to concentrate now. I really messed up the approach here, guys. I did not concentrate enough. Just let's get down a bit more now. Hey, greetings to Hanover. How are you doing? I'm going to go into track. I'm going to put that there.
2,500.
There's checked.
Radar altimeter alive.
Thank you. Well, finally we can see something here. So 035 is what we're going to do now. So I'm not flying this with nav mode, anything like that. Let's activate the secondary. Leveling off. There's the runway.
1,000.
Like I said, it is a very low level circling. Yeah, 1,000 is checked. Yeah, it's real weather, unfortunately. So I'm going to leave the flaps at 3 because level flight with flaps full is always a little bit strenuous on the engines. So let's just keep it at that. And once we turn final, we'll put the flaps to full. I'll talk about the reason why we're not flying this
100 above.
That we're flying this in selected modes, not in nav mode. Right, manual flights.
Minimums.
Continue. Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
Ecamp Nemo.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Manual flight, manual thrust. So now what we're trying to do, guys, we're trying to achieve a view of the runway and the party lights. So we're on path, that's fine. And that's always the most difficult thing here. Low level circling, Podgorica traffic, Croatian 9365, turning final, runway 18 in Podgorica. So let's have a look how we're looking. And low level circling, trying to get a alignment with the center line. Again, there's so much coming at the same time. All right, we're looking good though. We've got 1 red, 3 white. So just let's come the aircraft. We'll get the aircraft to continue down. Concentrate on getting the aircraft aligned on path here. Now trying to get a good stable pitch and power setting. Let the aircraft continue to come down.
100. 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Spoilers, reverse screen.
Reverse screen. Decel.
I just thought, what's the echo doing? Lol. Manual brakes. I honestly thought, why is there an echo here on the stream?
70 knots.
Checked. And carbo, hey. Right. So, yeah.
Now that's how pros do it.
Now, the only criticism, of course, was I was just way too distracted regarding the approach and the, you know, talking to chat. So I completely messed up the initial attitude for the ILS. Podgorica traffic, Croatian 9365 runway is vacated. But the circling itself went nice, so I'm happy with the circling. There is no big issue there.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and the entire crew, we'd like to welcome you to our destination. For your
After
safety,
landing checklist.
please remain seated with
Radar
your
and
seatbelt
predictive
fastened
wind shear
until
system.
all items and hand luggage safely
Off.
stowed until the
After
seatbelt
landing
sign
checklist
has been
completed.
switched off.
Right, well that worked out.
Before you leave the aircraft, please ensure you have all your personal items and hand luggage with you. Please be careful when opening
That
up
is a
the
small
aircraft
taxiway,
as
I agree.
items fall out and cause injury. We'd like to remind you that smoking is not permitted until you reach the designated smoking area. If you require assistance when you leave the aircraft, please contact
Hey PBL, how you doing?
ground staff.
Is it common to fly the Airbus with manual thrust? I don't think it's common. I know that some airlines have SOPs where you have preferably the auto thrust remaining on until you are in the flare. And our company, however, has the SOP that whenever you're going manual flight, you use manual thrust.
For those of you who do not have a boarding card, please go directly to the flight connections desk. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire
Yeah, Michael, absolutely. Split has a beautiful, beautiful approach. I can show you that actually if you want. I can show you a video from a live approach, a real approach that we did at Split some time ago. I'll show you that when I do the next preparations. So the original Airbus FCTM training manual says to keep the auto thrust on, lol. Yeah, it's a recommendation, so not shall. However, I mean, I don't know. So Taylor West, what do you prefer? Let me ask it this way. So what do you prefer? Auto thrust on or off? Yeah, you're right, that's true. I could argue that we did a nice fuel-saving approach. You've got auto thrust on as well. Okay, interesting. I mean, it's not unsafe. So guys, don't think that flying with manual thrust is unsafe. It's just, I guess, more a matter of knowing the limitations of the system and being ready to take over if anything goes wrong. So there are very few situations where, in my opinion, it will be somewhat risky to use auto thrust. Now, I have a feeling that at the moment, at least, because it's not really nighttime, it's 6 in the afternoon, the lighting on the airport hasn't switched on yet. But because that's the cloud layer, it's fairly dark on the ground at the moment. It's sunset. The problem is that that's Microsoft, so it's sunsetting and it's cloudy. Manual thrust is more fun for a flight simmer. Yeah, like I said, you know, you do what you feel more comfortable with. However, I would say this. If you do a visual approach or circling approach like we just did now, having the auto thrust on actually helps you because it does reduce your workload. Because you can concentrate on just looking outside and not have to worry about your airspeed, because the auto thrust should take care of that. Pineapple Wizard says our SP doesn't tell us to do it one or other, but recommends using highest level automation. Yeah, generally. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, for the ground speed mini, so Taylor West is saying that if you fly managed speed mode, you have the advantage of having ground speed mini function, which will adjust your V-approach according to the wind. That is a good thing, no doubt, but for that you have to have everything set in the secondary flight plan in the visual approach, like we just mentioned, or the circling approach. Oh, actually, let me get the position here. Shall we do 4? Follow me, yes, please. Oh, look at that. So now it's nighttime officially, and now the lights are switched on. So that was just a little bit unlucky that we had a time. Lol. That meant the terminal, or the lights on the apron were off. Follow me going 300 kilometers an hour, yeah. We know GSX follow me memes, don't we? But there we go, it's showing us the way to the apron. Yurak, well, yeah, in certain parts, yes. However, regarding auto thrust, I don't think you would have a legal issue. So here's a parking marshaller. In that case, so that worked quite nicely, actually.
The boarding requested.
Good. All right, beacon, seatbelts. Dome light on. So FS2 crew actually worked then quite well at the end, or we had a little bit of a glitch during departure, but the rest was alright. Parking checklist. Parking brake or chocks. Parking brake set. Set and checked. Engines off. Wing lights off. Fuel pumps off. Parking checklist completed. There we go, thank you. Right, so I'll show you the airport. Let's put this to...
Passenger's bus is coming.
So that's what it looked like with clear skies. So that looks actually quite nice. Grand Daniel, obviously, you've got to be careful. So see this as a yellow card. Don't ask for illegal stuff here. Yoda, thanks for making the suggestion. Yeah, that was definitely a challenge.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Okay, there we go. Deboarding starting. So, terminal. You can see that the terminal interior is actually modeled. There's already some passengers waiting for departure. Has anybody been to Podgorica? Here in chat. Oh, what's Fox Kilo Bravo? Airbus. Nice, nice reflection on the ground there. That's nice. Outside, obviously, some exterior. Well, nicely made. Comes with impatient Karen as well. Well, Karlsruhe, but oh, okay, no, I've not been to. I've been to. Oh, hold on. Yes, I have actually. I have been to. On the 737, we did a night post flight there, but that was a long time ago. I'm talking about 20 years ago or 25 years ago. Right. Let me put the daytime. So that does look quite nice. Look at that. Yeah, and the surroundings, beautiful. Now I can see the high terrain, and that's why you saw me being quite anxious about making sure that we don't go below safe altitude. All right, so, and the circling then, of course, takes us to the east of the airfield. So go and circle in this area here. So around here, there's all nice flat pieces. Although the circling pattern is kept quite tight. So that's why you have a low altitude circling, so that you don't go out into these hills there. So that's why it's a very tight turn. One advice I can give you, if you're doing a low level circling and you turn base, don't start your descent. Just make sure that initially you just continue level flight, right? There's no need to immediately descend. Good practice is also to put into the progress page your threshold identifier for the airfield. I didn't do that today. Normally I do that. And then, yeah, just visually acquire the PAPI lights, just like I did. And then, yeah, just go visually. And if you're doing a low-level circling, the real challenge comes with intercepting the final. Because if you overshoot, so if you misjudge the turn to final, and you overshoot, there's literally no chance that within normal stabilization criteria you'll be able to return. Cevapcici, oh, I love that. Yeah, that's cool. Lovely. Lovely airport. Love the surroundings here. Very nice. There's some static aircraft here. And some crop dusters. Oops. Hey, Hilo, shalom. Not the Fokkers, no. I'll show you proper night lighting as well. See what it looks like in pitch black darkness. It looks all right to me. Very nice. Good. So that was the first flight, guys. The second flight should still be very, very interesting. So we're going to fly from Nuremberg. ATC should still be online. Nuremberg to Firenze, Italy, Florence. And I'm going to use the fly-by-wire mod. Now, I'm going to show you, in the meantime, video landing in Split, if I find it. And then I'll do the preparations. And then we'll do a quick restart of the stream once the video has finished. And then I'll see you, there we go, in a few minutes. So that's the visual 2-3 in Split. There we go, enjoy!
Yep.
2,500. Hundred above. Minimum.
That's full.
One thousand. Four hundred. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Tango, we might hit a bird about the touchdown zone. Yeah, in the beginning.
Right, yeah, that was almost a bird strike in the flare, and you can see there's nothing you can do. Thank you much for the raid, guys. Don't worry, we are going to restart the stream. Thank you much, Sim Caesar, for the raid. That's very kind of you. It was a pleasure flying along with you yesterday. Thank you so much for that experience. Right, so I just started Microsoft, and it didn't have my jets in it. So I hope that nothing's broken. Let me just check my community folder, guys. I'm going to restart the stream. So don't go away if you want to see me fly from Nuremberg to Firenze, or Florence, as they would say. Interesting approach, small runway, a very short runway. So definitely worth watching. So community, it's all there. Let's keep fingers crossed it's working still. Eurotruck Sim when? Christmas stream. All right. Sims either. Thank you so much. And guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let me just restart the stream. Thank you so much to everyone.